Utah State played better than us, won the game, had a phenomenal season. Anytime you win that many football games, deserve a lot of credit. So I want to give them some credit there. I think we helped them out. We didn't have our best, didn't play our best. Self-inflicted wounds offensively kept us out of some down and distances, and then we got opportunities in the red zone. We got to switch some points, some touchdowns versus settling some field goals. And, defensively, I thought Ben not break at times, but ultimately it comes down. They scored 24 points. We took the ball away 3 times. I think we got to be able to score more to win, especially against a really good football team. So, still really proud of this group. Not the way we wanted to end this season, but I think we've progressed. These guys have invested a ton in the program. We're going to miss a few of these guys that played their final game, but still feel confident we're heading in a great direction with the guys that we do have returning. Questions?
Jonathan, when you throw this game into the mix, how do you look back at this season?
It's some good. I still think there's some progress compared to years before us, but we still got a long way to go. As you look at it, some ups and some downs. Not nearly satisfied to just be playing in postseason. I think we're going to have more to us as we continue to progress. We're going to have to work to do that. From starting with our coaches, obviously the current players, our recruiting. But just because you're trending in a good direction, which I firmly believe, that doesn't guarantee us anything better next year. We're going to go back to work.
Jonathan, when Lagasse came in, how much did that change things up, especially since there was no film on him and that was his first collegiate pass?
Yeah, well, he threw a strike. I know that. And look, you got to make some adjustments throughout, which I go back to defensively. They were move the ball at times. We gave them a couple extras penalty-wise, but keeping them to 24 points, that offense, how explosive they can be. They got some good receiver play, the backs, the space they create. I thought we had enough defensively, and we just didn't show up on offense.
This game felt a little bit back when you played like maybe the 99 team, a team that hadn't been to a bowl game in a long time, maybe happy to be there. How do you see this team maybe bouncing back and, like you guys took the next step in 2000? Right.
I can see that narrative of going back to when I was a player in 99, 2000 thing. I will tell you, these guys, their approach, we practiced hard. They came in focused. There was a different team at the time. And just because you get to one stage, again, I go back to not guaranteeing you the next step this next year. We've got a lot of work to do. I'm excited to do it with this group. But look, getting to postseason play is a hurdle that we've accomplished, but we definitely want some more than that.
Jonathan, the pass protection had been a real strength of the offense all season long. 3 sacks in the first half. Just what was giving you guys so much trouble today?
Yeah, it was a problem. And again, that's Utah State's style of play. We knew it was coming in regards to how aggressive, tackle for loss, the movement. They got some athletic players at the line of scrimmage. I still think we got more to us. We didn't play our A game. Snap count issues a couple times. You lose a little confidence. Then all of a sudden you're a little bit later off the ball. So that was a big factor for us, our struggles offensively.
Jonathan, just kind of talk about what, in your assessment, kind of happened after that first drive where, you guys were able to go right down the field and score and then never were able to kind of get back into that rhythm again.
Yeah, first drive we go down and score. It's really 3 plays, all 3 of them kind of explosive. Then we were forced to put together longer drives and execute for a long period of time. We didn't have it tonight. I go back to the penalty thing, line of scrimmage, take a sack here or there. And so we didn't execute offensively long enough period of time to score.
Mark? Jonathan, I know Henninger was a big problem for you tonight, but you faced some guys that are pretty good pass rushers. Why in particular did you have problems with him tonight?
I got to look at this tape to know exactly. I know at the time, athleticism. And again, credit to some of their scheme. They got a bunch of time to watch our tape and try to take advantage of maybe some flaws we might have had. I get that. You want to give credit to an opponent, but without diving into the tape, I don't want to go too far.
How big of an adjustment was it to not being able to run the ball as well as your team has this season?
Yeah, I mean, we've played some games where we just didn't rush for a ton of yards, but that's what we want to do. We want to run the ball to set up our action pass. Weren't nearly as efficient running the ball. And then you flip it in the second half, you get yourself down 2 scores, you're going to be a little bit more pass heavy.
Chance, it seemed like offensively you guys got that first drive, and then it just seemed like you had trouble getting consistency. What were you seeing out there?
There was just a lot of different things that went into it. I just think as an offense, we didn't play our best today, and those are kind of the results you're going to get. I had way too many mistakes, and there's a lot of things we could have cleaned up that helped that. But at the end of the day, we just didn't do enough, and we didn't extend our drives, and we didn't finish at all in the red zone. So I think that's about it.
How much of a problem was Henninger for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, man. But I don't think there wasn't one player out there that kind of took the game. I think we kind of just hurt ourselves at times. We didn't execute to the best that we could have offensively, and I think that showed a lot. A lot of our drives kind of stalled out towards the end. We just got to be a little cleaner on offense.
Kyrei, it seemed like first quarter you guys played pretty well on defense. They had that long touchdown pass to start the second quarter. Did that take kind of the wind out of your sails? It seemed like from there on it was kind of flat from there on.
I wouldn't say it necessarily took the wind out of our sails. I would say more so it was just we begin to try to do maybe too much rather than just focus on the details, focusing on our jobs, and sometimes that put us out of position, and that hurt us at times, as you saw after the big play. But I mean, yeah, we have to. I have to be better on details.
Hey guys, obviously a lot of, kind of extravagant stuff in this, particular bowl game. What was it just kind of like, the feel of playing in this particular environment and, some of the weirdness like Jimmy Kimmel and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it was a great event put on by everybody that, participated, and we had a great weekend out here in LA. And a lot of our teams from SoCal too, so I think it was just kind of fun to come out here and spend some time with some family and stuff like that. But overall, I think just the whole experience was great for us. But obviously, we wanted to come out on the other side of it, so kind of gonna have a sour taste in our mouth all off season for sure.
Right, and kind of to echo that, yeah, it was an excellent time. I mean, to go to Universal and see everything. I've never been to California to see anything like that, so it was amazing, and then to go to Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, not many people can say they did that, and that was amazing as well. But obviously, like Chance said, what would have been the icing on the cake why we really came here on this business trip would have been on the other side of that.
Did this game kind of show you guys just kind of how far you still have to go in this process?
Oh yeah, I think it's very, very humbling for us. I think we know we got a lot of work to do in the off season. I think a lot of the guys' kind of mindsets are already focused on that, get right back to work when we get back to Fort Valley. So, but I think there's a lot of things that we got to clean up this off season for sure going forward.
The Mountain West doesn't get nearly the notoriety that Pac-12 gets. How does that team compare to some of the level of competition you face in your conference?
Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, they're a really good team. I mean, they're excellent passing the ball downfield. They have great players, as everybody in the Pac-12 plays. I mean, they showed up today, and they did their thing, and they are a good team, and they don't get enough recognition. So, yeah, they did excellent.
You guys did talk about propelling. You guys are both senior or leaders going into this next season. What do you guys do now to take that next step to, return to a bowl game next year and do even better?
Yeah, I think just, kind of getting the guys to just kind of foster our belief in our team. I know there was numerous games this year that we fell on the other side of that we wish we could have, been on the W side. But, yeah, I think just, getting the guys to, regroup and just know the potential that we have in this team and just get the guys' mindsets right.
Right, and just rally together because everybody, they see how close we are. I mean, a lot of those games are so close. So, I mean, that fuels everybody that, hey, we need to go extra hard in this offseason so we can get on the other side of that W and get that W. So everybody's fueled, everybody's ready. I mean, you should have heard the talk in the locker room. We're already ready to get back to work.
I know the outcome wasn't exactly what you guys expected, but you've done a lot for Beaver Nation, for our students and our community. Just watching you guys come after 8 years of never appearing in a bowl game, that's something still to be proud of. What does that mean for you guys, and how are you guys going to carry that once you go back to Corvallis, go back to your labs as student athletes, and just focus on getting better for next year?
Yeah, well, I think we did some good things for the town of Corvallis, and they were really with us the whole way. I mean, I think really playing in research was one of the most awesome experiences for all of us. Just having all that student body out there. We can feel the fans even today, man. It got real loud in that stadium. So just we're really excited about the team we got, and I know the coaching staff is as well. And so I think we're all just kind of ready to get back to work and get on our grind.